You can start
Thank you.
by introducing yourself first and what you do during
Uh,
COVID-19 and all that.
sure. Sure. So good morning, everyone. My name is Carol. So previously I'm from a public hospital. Of course, I just joined Singapore Red Cross this month. And thanks to Nazil for inviting me to talk about this. It's actually not my expertise. So I'm more expert in psychosocial aspect. So my background is actually a registered nurse, and I've taken my master in healthcare management as well, and a PhD as well, right, on working on psychosocial aspect of cancer patient. So we know that COVID-19 has become one of the biggest global pandemic that has threatened our people's life as well as their health and livelihood. So it actually revealed our vulnerability to this unexpected crisis as well. So with the rollout of this vaccine in Singapore, not only in Singapore, I believe the whole world, in fact, many people question the safety and the efficacy of COVID-19 vaccine. So I'm going to share with you, I'm a researcher too. So I'm going to share with you a um, journal article on the safety and efficacy of the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine, which is currently in Singapore right now, that everybody is going through it right now. Right, so next slide. Right. So again, the outline is sharing the article on this safety and efficacy of it, which is actually all in our HSA fact sheet as well, if you can refer to that too. So, and of course, I'm a volunteer. I've been a volunteer since my teenage time, and I'm always wanting to do something good, social good for the community as well. So I will share some experience that I have volunteered to be deployed to the dormitory, as well as I'm a befriender too to the isolated seniors. This is this is something special that during this COVID period that I have learned something that you will never experience before COVID pandemic. Right. Thanks. Next slide. So this is the article that actually also shared by the HSA fact sheet as well. So it is actually on the safety and efficacy of the Pfizer vaccine, which is mRNA COVID-19 vaccine. I think everybody know about it already. So maybe move on. Nice, Nazil?
Yep.
Yeah. So Pfizer is actually responsible for the design and conduct of the trial, data collection, data analysis, data interpretation, and the writing of the manuscript. So our biotech as well, which is a sponsor of the trial. They manufactured the BMT162B2, the clinical trial material, and contributed to the whole interpretation of the data and the writing of the manuscript as well. So this study is actually done by Dr. Pollard and the whole research team, which is a lot of them, on the safety and efficacy of this BMT162B2 mRNA COVID-19. I mean, it's very mouthful vaccine right now. So maybe this, you can have just go through this video. It's actually summarize the whole thing as well. So let's talk about it after seeing the video. Thank you. I hope it worked on your side.
Okay.
Yeah, you can click that. Yeah.
Okay.
Or the one on the left is better.
Wait.
The one on the left. You can click the one on the left. You go back again. Yeah, this one you need to sign in. The New England Journal, you have to sign. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. So on the left.
Yeah, which is the YouTube one. You saw the one at the bottom.
Hold on for a while, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, but oh, the YouTube one, is it?
Yes, the YouTube one.
Oh, okay.
Someone has shared on the YouTube. So the other one I have to sign in.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Because it's too small on my side. Wait, I cannot even type, actually.
You try click on and right click.
Because it's not linked.
Oh yeah, because I transferred the file to you.
Wait, yeah, hold on. Let me. Okay.
Let me try to. It's quite a good short video.
Okay, can you share on your side?
Let me see if I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about this video. Hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Actually, it's on the New England.
Yeah, but
Okay.
hold on.
Yeah, see whether if you're able to right click it.
I cannot even because it's not linked at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hang on.
The right side, the New England one is linked.
You
but
have to. You have to. That one you have to log on.
Yeah.
I can try sharing right now.
Okay. So I will stop share on my side. Yeah. Wait, hold on.
Can see?
Wait, hold on. Please hold on. Please hold on.
SARS-CoV-2 has caused the death of.
Okay. Hold on for a while. Okay, yeah, I can see. On your, is it on your side?
Looks like it's yours.
Oh, okay, it's mine. Is it? Okay, so.
Yeah, looks like you can share.
No. I am viewing Carol Loi screen.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's yours. It's yours.
Now?
Yeah.
SARS-CoV-2 has caused the death of millions of people globally.
Can you? What happened?
You have no idea.
SARS-CoV-2 has caused the death of millions of people globally. Safe and effective vaccines are needed to control the pandemic. The BNT162b2 vaccine is a lipid nanoparticle formula.
Can you like
Can see my screen?
I can see, but it's not moving. The YouTube.
Okay, let me try. How about now?
Anybody can see the screen?
SARS-CoV-2 has caused.
Let me try.
Okay, I will try on my side.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry everyone for the technical delay.
Yeah, got it. Yep, you got it.
Oh, but we cannot hear.
Nazil, we can hear.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Can't hear, Nazil.
Huh?
Can't hear.
Sorry?
Can't
You
hear.
can't hear?
Can't hear. We all can't hear.
Can't hear, is it?
Yeah, can't hear at all.
Oh dear. Okay.
No, can't hear at all.
Nadia, you can look at the chat. You just follow what Yong said.
Hello?
You must share audio and visual.
Wait, because the thing is on my side, I can hear.
Oh.
Yeah, I can hear clearly on my side.
Can't hear from
Yes, so you must share audio and visual.
Okay, share the audio, is it? Hold on. Can somebody help me please in this?
Let me see whether I can share again.
Yeah.
Can everybody see my screen now?
The vaccine
Can you hear?
confirmed
Yes, we can.
Okay, can.
Thanks,
Okay.
thanks.
Okay, sorry about it.
SARS-CoV-2 has caused the death of millions of people
Okay.
globally. Safe and effective vaccines are needed to control the pandemic. The BNT162b2 vaccine is a lipid nanoparticle formulated nucleoside modified RNA encoding the SARS-CoV-2 full-length spike, modified by 2 proline mutations to lock it in the pre-fusion conformation. In this ongoing multinational phase 2-3 placebo-controlled, observer-blinded, randomized trial, the efficacy and safety of the BNT162b2 vaccine were evaluated. Participants who were 16 or older and who were healthy or had stable chronic medical conditions were randomized 1-to-1 to receive either 2 30 microgram doses of the vaccine or saline placebo, 21 days apart. The first primary endpoint was the efficacy of the vaccine against confirmed COVID-19, with onset at least 7 days after the second dose in participants without evidence of prior SARS-CoV-2 infection, baseline or before 7 days after the second dose of vaccination. In 36,523 participants who had no evidence of prior SARS-CoV-2 infection, 8 cases of COVID-19 were observed among vaccine recipients and 162 cases among placebo recipients. This corresponds to a vaccine efficacy of 95%. Safety endpoints were reported in all participants who received a dose of vaccine or placebo and included specific local or systemic events and the use of antipyretic or pain medication within 7 days after the receipt of vaccine or placebo. In participants 16 to 55 years of age, pain at the injection site, fatigue, or headache occurred in 83%, 47%, and 42% respectively after the first dose of vaccine, and 14%, 33%, and 34% after the first dose of placebo. In participants over 55, pain at the injection site, fatigue, or headache occurred in 71%, 34%, and 25% after the first dose of vaccine, and in 9%, 23%, and 18% after the first dose of placebo. Thus, side effects were somewhat less common in the older vaccine recipients. Most side effects in both vaccine and placebo recipients were of mild to moderate severity. Serious adverse events were noted in 0.6% of vaccine recipients and 0.5% of placebo recipients. The authors conclude that a 2-dose regimen of the BNT162b2 vaccine conferred 95% protection against COVID-19. Its safety profile was characterized by transient mild to moderate pain at the injection site, fatigue, and headache, adverse events similar to those associated with other vaccines. Full trial results are available at nejm.org.
I think nowadays they are very wonderful because initially I need to sign in to play this video, which summarize the whole thing. But now, hang on, got to close this. Okay, so Nazil, would you like to show the slide again? Thank you.
Okay, hold on for a while.
So if you guys wanted to go in and have a look again, someone is very kindly has put it up in the YouTube. You can it actually summarize the whole study in just a short summary in the whole thing, which is really good as well. And yeah, maybe wait for the slide first.
Okay. Definitely, I think I can see your thing and all that. Hold on for a while.
Thank you.
Hold on. I'm struggling over here to. Definitely, please. Okay.
So technical glitch is always
technical
there.
glitch.
Yeah.
Technical glitch.
Yeah.
Hold on. Are you able to share on your side also?
Can, but then I have some confidential photo that
Hold on,
that I may not want to
correct.
share.
Understand. Wait, hold on.
Unless I
you can delete the slide 18 actually, and the 20.
Can.
Yeah, you delete first.
Okay.
Can you share?
Yeah.
Because I'm doing too many things at one time, including replying to WhatsApp.
Can. Sure.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just blur it a bit.
Yeah, but so sorry
Yeah.
everyone for the technical glitch and all that, because like, I'm doing like so many things at one time.
Thanks, Nancy. So sorry to bother you.
No problem.
Yeah, just blur the photo a bit.
Yeah.
Just,
You can share.
yeah, I just blur so everybody is not so obvious. Okay, I'm gonna
Can.
share right now.
Yes.
Okay. Can see my slide?
Can.
Huh? Can I can see. Okay. So yeah, I can't see my slide. Hang on a minute.
Okay. Okay. Wait, I think I can share on my side actually.
Oh, I think why don't you share? Why don't you share?
Yeah.
Because I can't see mine.
Can everybody see mine?
Can.
Okay.
Okay, good. That's good. Thank
Okay.
you.
Welcome.
Thank you. So move on to the next slide. Thank you so much. So
Okay.
sorry for all the glitches.
No problem.
So, yeah. So the background is actually the same. I mean, it is the COVID-19 is an infectious disease, everybody know, and it's caused by this novel coronavirus SARS-CoV-2. So it really affected lots of people globally, tens of millions, and it took a little while. By then, it was declared by WHO. It's already on the 11th March 20, which is, wow, 1 year ago. So it does, because of the increasing rate of this severe acute respiratory syndrome infection, and it also affects this younger adult as well. So this study actually focused very much on safety and efficacy before they roll out to us as well from the phase 2 and phase 3. Phase 1 is a smaller study. Next slide. Thank you. So next slide. So we need a safe and effective one. So a quick summary on what it has been shown just now is a multinational, and of course majority seems to be white, but they have Hispanic and Asian as well, and others as well involved in it in phase 2 and 3. So it's a placebo-controlled and observer blinded randomized trial. And of course, this is very much focused on the safety and the efficacy of this Pfizer vaccine. Yeah, next slide. And of course, participant is the focus on 16 years old and above. And of course, they make sure that they're healthy and have stable chronic medical condition. Next. So there are two arms. It's a randomized trial, just as I mentioned. So there are two arms. So one arm is actually focused, have the 2 jab as well as the placebo arm. So one arm, they have 2 doses. One dose as what it is done, and 21 days later as well. So are the placebo, which is jab with saline, also same day on the first day and the 21st day as well, 3 weeks apart. So next slide. So this is blinded, so they wouldn't know whether they have the vaccine or they have the saline jab. So it has been actually, they actually work on 44,000 participants, and the result is very promising. Seriously, it's really very good. So on the efficacy of it, you can see that let me see. So on the efficacy of it, you can see that there's 95% efficacy compared, like only 8 of them had this COVID, and the other arm, they have 162, which is a saline injection, if you can see that. So it has shown that it actually has 95% efficacy, which is very good result in fact. So next. Right. So to summarize again on the safety part and efficacy, the result shows that safety over a medium of 2 months were quite similar to other viral vaccine as well. And the vaccine participant actually had, most of them may have some local reaction side effect like pain, a bit of swelling on the skin, irritation of the skin erythema, and it's a superficial reddening of the skin as well. And the systemic reaction are like fever, headache, and some myalgia like muscle ache, pain, these sort of things. And on the efficacy part, the second dose, upon the second dose of jab, which is on the 21 days, it does shows that there are 95% protection against COVID-19, and in persons above 60 years of age. And amazingly, I think most of you may have aware right now. Nazir, can you click on? Yeah. So the side effect, I believe most of them have been sharing outside right now that it's like less common in older vaccine recipient. I'm not too sure. Have you all heard the senior one? Even even my patient who have gone through cancer as well, they say that they don't have side effect. Whereas the younger ones is, oh, I have pain. It's on my arm. So this is some of the sharing from my colleague as well as from the patient as well, that the senior ones seems to have lesser symptoms, which well seems to be the same as what they reported as well. And most of them actually has mild and moderate reaction, and they resolve very quickly, in fact. So it does protect person against 95% against people above 16 years old. So let me see. So this is actually from our government SG website. And Nazir, would you like to? Yeah. So they address the concern of COVID-19 vaccine really safe. So it shows that, Nazir, would you like to click twice again? Yeah. So twice again. Yep. So it does, from the study, that shows that it's 95%, it does prevent COVID-19 for those people above, from this study, for those people above 16 at this moment. So there are ongoing study again for the younger one and for those pregnancy and those are under lactation as well. So we will look forward to more studies to come on as well. So next slide. So this is the HSA. Anybody can access to it. I go through that first. I thought it's really comprehensive. It's really good. They plug in a lot of info for healthcare as well to have a look at it. If you can see, Nazil, can you click on? So you can see that it indicates accordingly to the study, the article that I shared just now on POLAC and the team article on the safety and efficacy of it. It does show that most of the subject, most of the participants, in fact, younger or older, it's all about 95% efficacy, which is 95% protection against it, which is pretty convincing, even to me as well. Yeah. And you may want to ask me, have I gone for the vaccination? I have allergy for flu jab, but then I know that I will have to go on sometime, maybe next month, because they say that allergy also can go. So I shall go for assessment as well, because I'm convinced too. So next slide. Now, so for the last 1 year, it really has been a very challenging year. So it has been this time last year, the concepts about lockdown, mask mandate, social distancing, DOSCON orange were very much unknown to all of us actually. But the way Singapore deals with these outbreaks is actually all guided by this DOSCON, which is at orange since February 7, due to the rise of this unlinked local COVID-19 at the time. So at the time, there's a lot of worry, a lot of concern, even at work as well. All of us have to, some of us have to work from home. And what happened to our seniors? And what happened to our young one? What happened to the migrant workers? So all these things continue to impact our life till today, I believe. So I just want to share what I have experienced in the migrant worker dormitories, and including what I have learned during the deployment at time, and what should I do? What kind of impression has left on me that why eventually I want to do something more to help the community as well. So we know that engaging this community has been really, really difficult during the pandemic, especially the isolated senior when they're single, they are staying alone. And of course, the frightful migrant workers as well. So next slide, maybe we can go on first. So this is the DOSCON orange, yellow. I think it's a bit too small, but then you can see the reason, the case of last year that keep going up in February, right? It was just go on at the time. It really created a lot of uncertainties and fear, and the DOSCON orange that we are not supposed to even allow interns to come into the hospital, not allow a lot of things people to go across over the other side as well, to the other side of the office as well. There's a lot of restriction that actually create fear even in my colleagues too. So next slide, if you recall, we have to learn from all this anyway. So even these messages that keep pop on into our text, keep pop on to even when I'm doing the deployment, also create fear that for us, for me, also part of the volunteer team that are inside. So we are facing them. So, but then there are more and more cases in the migrant workers and isolation as well, that also create a bit of fear that not everybody wants to be deployed and not everybody wants to be volunteer as well. But it is a great experience that I have gone through. So next slide. So more and more cases say about, wow, 21st death already, and another one died of heart attack. Then all dorms has to be tested for COVID. And you can see the fear, the eyes, the look of the worker, that how worried they are, and lots of uncertainty that they want to ask you a lot of questions. But then I can't even talk in their lingo. It's so difficult. I can't even speak. I can't even speak Bangladesh. My Tamil is no good too. My Hindi is no good too. So there's a lot of even Chinese worker as well. Their accent, I have to repeat so many times to understand them better. So you can sense their frustration, and on our side that we are trying our best as well. But I think all the volunteers who work together as a team, it's really a teamwork that we are there to help. We feel so happy about it. You will see the next slide on, yeah, so we have to change every day when we go, we change, then we have to take some leaflet, we have to take some attendance sheet, we have to take a lot of things before we hop on into the middle bus and goes to the dorm. Yeah, next slide. A lot of small little things. So can see where am I? Can see, right? We are all dressed in PPE. So the first one is actually me holding the pen, doing the registration. So yeah, so we are doing the registration on the first table. We count. Then the second table is actually for the doctor to see the migrant worker who have some issues, or follow up for those who have done the swab test, that kind of thing. So the second slide is actually the doctor's station. The first one is actually the administration, which I'm helping out as well. And next slide. And after the next slide, I think I think Nazil delete the other slide for me. Yeah, but it's okay. Don't worry. So yeah, because I need to keep confidential for my colleague as well. So in fact, we have a couple of papers, like one for the registration. The second one is actually for the doctors who see them, and the third one is to do the swab test. Then the fourth one is actually the pharmacist, then where we help everybody out wherever you're free. So you just hop around and help them. So after the medication is prepared, so this is I think this is in the Straits Times, I can't remember, or in one of those. Yeah, anyway, so we will carry it in a small little basket. Before that, Nazil, just now that one.
Okay.
Yeah, so we will just assist the pharmacist as well and prepare all the medication. And these are the group that is in isolation, that we have to go down to the isolation part and give it to them accordingly as well. So there's a lot of things that has been done within one whole day. It's a morning all the way to evening as well. Not only seeing them, screen them, and swab test, and report, and take the medication accordingly. So it's the whole flow of the whole day. like morning, after that we have lunch, then afternoon they have another session again for them to come in, and they will have to measure temperature always just like us. Every day we have to do twice a day to record it accordingly as well. Next slide. So, and it's really hot wearing the PPE. It's really hot. I know some of them really sweat easily. He can squeeze, you know, when he kind of break for lunch, he just take off the PPE, and because it's a temporary kind of tent in the car park, so you can see that it's really very hot. So the glove that he pull it out, you can see the water drip from the glove as well. It's really hot, very, very hot during that time as well. If it rains, it's okay, but when it rains, it's really flooded as well. So it's a bit difficult for us to kind of work, but all of us are very happy. And this is the one that you'd be very amazed that inspired by the migrant worker who volunteer also to help. So you can see the one in the middle. He's also Indian from India. So he also offered to help volunteer. Not everybody, as I say as well, wanted to, because there's a lot of fear factor. So he also one of them who did not go back to India. Then he wanted to stay here. He's not the only one. There's a few of them as well to hang on, to help register, to make sure that they go back to their dorm again, everything. It's actually all in a teamwork as well to help them, and of course distribute food, all these small little things, and conducting briefing, all these small little things actually goes with their heart, and they really wanted to be part of a team. And actually I really kind of my feeling is that it's really nice to work as a team with them, because we really can't speak their lingo as well, and they are the bridge, and they are willing to come in to really help us as well, to interpret as well, to coordinate the whole thing. It's a real teamwork. Next slide. And this is where I am at the time, the photo, and I know him too. So again, this is also part of us. I don't know why they keep taking the same photo, but it's there that we are there as well at the dorm, that they contribute a lot. You can see that. We got also talk to the migrant workers over there, and they're at our station as well. And it's a team, basically. It's a team. It's really wonderful. So in fact, some of the other volunteers who actually draw pictures and print out pictures and print out some Bangladeshi words, some Myanmar words, and to help them understand what we are asking is like, are you coughing? Do you have phlegm? Do you have this? Do you have that? So sometimes we just couldn't communicate. We have to just point to the picture and ask them. So, well, everybody tried our best, and things still work out very well. So I think it's good. I think it's good. It's a great learning session. And oh yeah, next slide. Thanks. So this gentleman who is a supervisor, also from India, and his wife, at the time when I was there in May, the whole of May, his wife is actually pregnant with twins, and the first twins in India. And he wanted, at the time, there's a lot of uncertainties that he actually planned to go back as well. But the thing is that because of the COVID situation, and you have to, when you go back, you are not sure that you'll be able to come back as well. So he decided not to go back. And he is really wonderful supervising the whole thing as well, run the whole show too. So these are the people who actually chip in and know a bit of English and help out as well, and run the whole team too, to make sure that all things goes well at the dormitory. So I haven't really catch up with him. I believe he already have two wonderful twins, and not too sure whether he's gone back to see his twins and wife or not in India. But we really thank him for also part of the team for helping out the rest of the migrant workers as well. So this is something that I also feel very strongly that they are helping themselves, but we should help them too. Yeah, next slide. So again, at that time, I see, if you read Chinese, you'll be able to understand what is the word. It's like, oh, he got twins, and the first time and I just learned from him that, because he's a father now, he's in Singapore, and the twins hasn't delivered in I think probably June or July, supposed to deliver. So he's very beery. He said, oh, I can't shave. I didn't know that, because when the wife is pregnant, he's saying he can't shave until the child is delivered. So So again, we learn about the culture too. It's so wonderful to cross-cultural, understanding the culture, why they do this and why they do that, and kind of things. So again, very thankful to these people who work together with us to communicate with the migrant workers and help the whole thing. I think everybody play a role, military, everybody play a role to help the whole thing move on. So, yeah, maybe I should text him and ask him, how are you? I didn't have a chance to. Okay, next slide. Yep. So very thankfully, there are a lot of sponsors. I'm not showing you the food, of course. There's a lot of sponsors also coming in. We have free lunch at times. Then a lot of comfort food as well. That thanks for volunteering, working at a migrant. So a lot of food. This is not the only one. They actually come in and sponsor us and the migrant workers as well. All of them as well. So I don't know. Maybe you guys also are one of the sponsors as well. So I'd like to take the opportunity to thank all of you as well. For also working together to boost our morale at the time, so that we work together with them. Yep, next slide. So I know there are some, when in the exhibition, I think, so the nurses, I think the team, they wanted to lift up their mood, the migrant worker, because being put in a place where you can't even get out, at all in the exhibition is very stressful, very, very stressful. So I fully understand why they wanted to have some activities to lift up their moods as well, which is actually circulated in the social media, which is really important, but of course, take into consideration the safety part of it. So I think we all have a role to play, and I learned that we really help the migrant workers, to let them know, to let them find the healthy perception of themselves, because very often they can come to you that I have families at home. My room, I have one person or two person who had, I think, COVID, and nobody tell me anything. I think it's a communication problem, and I don't know what's happening. And so there's a lot of communication miscom as well. So we really need a lot of migrant workers who also can come in as a peer support to them as well, which is really important to work with them as a role. And we also have to strengthen their relationship with others, our relationship with them as well, to help each other to, after all, they've been here for quite long, and you've been here helping us as well. I think we really have to respect them and really strengthen or understand them better, work together with them better, and help them understand their healthy perception of they themselves as well. So also really get them to know that, you're in that room, but don't worry, you're safe, and let them feel calm as well in the midst of uncertainty, because most of them will say that I don't know what's happening, I don't know, I have no info at all, I don't have this, I don't have that at all. There's a lot of miscom, but then there's eventually they come out with a lot of leaflet, a lot of info. Then people like the supervisor, the migrant workers who are helping themselves as well, can really reassure them to make them feel safe and calm as well. And of course, with working together with all of us too, that I want to do more as well. Then I kind of decide that I work with the poly student, a project on hygiene as well, because I thought at least using an app to demonstrate hand hygiene. This is one of the projects that I'm actually working on with the poly, to the IT poly to kind of guide them the right way of personal hygiene, hand hygiene, workplace hygiene, that kind of thing as well, which I find that it is important. So that's why the next minute when I go back, I want to work on this project, which I has already more or less completed a bit of the project with the student, and the student learn as well. It's a win-win situation. The student learn and I learn as well, which is really great. And together with the healthcare team as well. So next slide. So how about our seniors? so much about the migrant workers, so much about the people, the migrant worker who really need help, which I think I would like to carry on helping them as well if I can. Yeah, as a volunteer as well, to move on that path to do some more and probably expose the young one to understand about their issue too. So the seniors are the one that I'm also a volunteer as a befriendee. So before the February, we will visit the isolated home, their resident, in fact, the rental flat, once a month, kind of thing. But then the whole lockdown situation comes in, that they are stressed and we don't know how to engage them. It's really tough, but I think it's worthwhile because some of the volunteers that we had make an effort to teach them, really teach them the Zoom, encourage them the exercise, even on the Zoom as well, encourage qi gong on the Zoom, or some dance. So it's really difficult to encourage people, especially when the volunteers, we are very fortunate to have the young one that come in as well to understand too, because we realized that at that time when during the lockdown, we're not supposed to go. All of us are not supposed to go to visit the seniors' home. So what you can do, some of them really go by Zoom, the group by Zoom, to encourage them to use Zoom. So that is a big challenge, getting people, and because of the phone as well, because not all seniors have smartphones. So I think the effort pays off. The one that the Qigong, that group, really pays off at where my friends are. So some of them really managed to really join in a Zoom. So some of them actually also volunteered to do calligraphy over Zoom as well. And it's really painful and really difficult for them to really try to engage all the seniors one by one, to guide them through the Zoom too and over the phone, that kind of thing. But it's worth it. It takes a little while. You have to be very patient to guide them to use the Zoom, guide them to the phone, what kind of phone you use. And eventually, it's quite painful, but then it's worth it. And we have to be very patient as well. Otherwise, they may give up. They say, no, I don't want to learn it. So difficult, the kind of thing. But of course, the family also play a very important role as well, to help their parents, to help the seniors, to help them to really get into Zoom and help themselves to have some activities to move on as well. Otherwise, it's really difficult to being isolated, alone, or not having a lot of friends as well. Yeah. So yep, Zoom is something that they tap on, which is great. So after the whole lockdown in September, wow, we are finally able to visit the home. But they kind of trying to protect people, the volunteers above 60, they kind of stopped that. Oh, those above 60, try not to join the befriendee first, wait till the whole situation settle down. So another opportunity for the young one to join us, that we start collaborating with the young group as well, and we work together with young. So this is another opportunity that they come in and work together with us, that instead of all the seniors that go to visit the seniors, so a handful of us, which is like below 60 years old, can visit, but it's only a handful. So we have the youth volunteers that come in, that of course limit to not more than 5 to visit one household seniors as well. So usually we have about 2-3 of us, visit one household and talk to them, and also educate them a bit on how are they getting on, is everything okay, can they cope up update them with the info, that maybe the mass info as well that they can collect, and some things that they are unaware, because they don't know what activity has been going on outside, that they can go and pick it up, and maybe vaccination in the end. So we are the bridge to them as well, and thanks to the young one as well that come in and join us, is really very helpful too. So we work as a team to really guide them, to visit them. And right now it has been doing that. And now it's April, hooray! I think the senior volunteers may be able to join us finally, you know, to visit the seniors as well soon, because we prefer them to have the vaccination first to protect themselves before they can come back to join us, of course, to visit the seniors, and they are very happy to do so too. So we want to continue to work with the youth, and we're going to continue to work with other volunteers as well as a team to even beat this isolation, to beat this and teach them, teach the senior, which we are learning, slowly conducting a small class to engage the seniors on the digital platform as well. On the, even Health Buddy, even how to go into Wi-Fi, Zoom, etc., etc. So this is ongoing on our volunteer part as well, that we are engaging them together with the youth as well, which I thought, wow, we learn to be even more patient, learn to be how you talk to them, how to kind of encourage them with your heart, because they can see that if you are sincere or not sincere, they know it as well. They can see your mannerism, the way you talk as well. So this has been ongoing, which I love to do, and I would like to continue doing it to engage to do something for the migrant workers, and of course the isolated seniors as well, which we are still doing it to engage them. Next slide. Yeah. So again, the whole situation, I'm learned. I believe whenever you engage with the migrant worker and the seniors, and even with the youth that come in, we learn a lot from migrant workers. I learned a lot about I didn't realize about something about Bangladesh. I thought Bangladesh eat same food as in India, but no, they don't like it. When you know when they send the food, it's like, hey, biryani, Indian food. It's like Indian food. But the thing is that the Bangladesh think that, no, what kind of food is that? I don't like it. It's very similar, but not exactly. So it's like, not only that we are concerned about their health, their food, their physical activity, and their knowledge as well. We also wanted to make sure that they are happy as well over here. So we also wanted to continue. I mean, everybody chip in to send messages of support to all of them in their own language. Even the kids, you see the kids in the photo, to cheer them out as well in the midst of isolation when they are so far away from home, and so are the isolated seniors as well. Wow, right. So yeah, I hope all of you can, I don't know, I just like to continue doing it. So if you have anything that you want me to help to promote the well-being of the seniors, even the mental health, which is really very important, you can always come over to Red Cross to attend the psychological first aid to see what